Hello everybody, welcome back to BuilderAll U. In this episode we're gonna be reviewing the second episode of the Instagram journey. And if you already checked out the first, what we're doing here is I don't only want to talk about the strategies you should do, I want to actually build an account from scratch and show you guys how fast it goes, what you can expect when you don't advertise, when you just promote it naturally, and when you use the branding strategies and the tactics that I am teaching you. So to do that, you have to first think about when you get your Instagram account. Now let me go to Instagram. When you get your Instagram account, what is your Instagram about? If it's just a personal account, like you guys can check it out as well, Randy Harriman, that's my normal account. This is just my personal life. Like I'm just documenting the things that I enjoy, but you're not going to grow really fast. Now, I haven't been very active on this one because I was busy on the Vegan Entrepreneur, which is another account, because this is a business I'm trying to build, which is all about helping fellow do-gooders to do better and give them the tools necessary and use my knowledge and skills to help them get there. But this account had in a month time 905 followers. But I used the tactic where I was auto-liking people, auto-commenting on things. I was adding people and then unadding them. Like I was wasting a lot of time and energy, even though they were bots that were actually doing that for me. I was trying out this strategy and yes, it worked. I gained a lot of followers, but the power is not in the numbers. My personal YouTube channel had only 27 followers, out of which 2 of them were actually my clients already. So, you know, if you start a channel or if you do anything, don't focus on the followers, because you don't want to get followers. You want to get fans. You want to get people who are like you, who are attracted by the things that you're writing about. So don't care too much about the number, because it's way, way better to just let it go and wait for the people to come to you and discover your content. Now, the quality has to be good. And if you look at a channel like this channel doesn't bring much value to anybody. The same would be for this channel. This channel doesn't bring any value except for my personal friends and my family and all these things. But the channel that I make here now, Attention Secrets, there we are. This one should bring value. The only reason why, like the only things that I'm going to post on this channel are going to bring value. And I can do 20,000 things, but then people won't really be attracted to my channel because my path is not clear. So what do I want to do with this channel? What's my core mission? My core mission, of course, is to work with entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. Even if you're an activist, if you want to do good, or if you work for a nonprofit, you're still an entrepreneur. If you're the head of that organization, if you started that nonprofit or whatever, even if you're a YouTuber or an Instagrammer, it doesn't matter. We're all entrepreneurs. If we create our own path, we are entrepreneurs. So I want to work with these type of people, and I want to inspire them. So I want to give them tips on how they can profile themselves better on social media, just like this one, or give them quotes where I am, giving them a little bit of insight, just 4 or 5 lines, and hopefully it will help them evolve, grow, get better, and be inspired by that. Eventually move on to my YouTube channel maybe, or maybe directly to my blog or my website, and they want to work with me. Like, this is the preparation that I'm creating in order to attract the clients that I want. So why am I telling you this? If you want to start a channel, you have to think about serving the people. It's not about the people. Like if you are a clothing company, don't promote your clothes per se. Promote something that is really attracting the people that want to buy your clothes. And that's not about giving a discount or you're not giving value to somebody when you're giving him an 80% discount because you're asking him to buy something from you still. So if you want to do something and create some value for these people, you have to create something that they can relate to, that they like, that's entertainment, that's joy for them. Because in the past, there were other medias, and I really like to talk about the past and the future, but if you really think about it, in the past, there were medias. They were creating the entertainment, and then you could push your publications towards that. Maybe that's your local newsletter, maybe that's a magazine, maybe that's a TV channel, a radio station, doesn't matter. Other people create the entertainment, drive the traffic, and then you can promote your products through there. Well, now with social media, the problem is that people are only coming to you if you manage to capture their attention. And if you're only pushing your products, nobody will want to buy from that, because people won't want to be pushed or sold to. They want to have a free choice of buying. And I call that permission marketing. I learned that from a book from Seth Godin. Check it out if you didn't read it yet and you have a business. Check it out, because the arguments he makes, the statement he makes, it probably makes you feel like I feel. And that's like, this is the business I want. I want you to come to me. I'm giving away this free information. Why? Because I want to show you guys what I can do and how I can help your business, and eventually want one of you to come to me and say, hey, I want to get coaching. And the channel has now 340 followers or subscribers. But from those 340 subscribers, I already have more than 20 people talking to me, and one coaching job actually got out of it, and more jobs are coming because I'm talking with more and more people. So it's creating value for the people that matter, and the numbers are irrelevant. So if you keep that in mind, then and you make a plan for your channel, for your form of entertainment. I mean, sorry I ramble about this, but look at it like a TV station. If at every day from 10 in the morning until 12, there's like this lunch, like breakfast, brunch, lunch program on, and one day they do the lunch, one day they do the high class dinner, one day there's a dance show, one day so whatever. There's no consistency, so people don't know what to expect, and we like to expect what's coming. So pick something, try to be specific, and hold on for a while. Check out the feedback. And for a while, I mean, like, don't try to do it for a day or 5 or 10 or 20 or a month. Like, I think it's going to take about a year before it actually takes off the way you want it to take off. So if you commit yourself and post one thing every day, that's 365 posts already before you can see any result. That's the thing about branding. That's the thing about content marketing. It takes time. But once you get there, then it will start snowballing, because once your Instagram goes, your Twitter will go better, your YouTube will go better, everything will go better. And it's a journey. You're learning. The things and the tips I'm telling you today are not the tips I would have told you a month ago, and the tips I'm going to tell you next month are not going to be the tips that I will tell you today, because I'm constantly pushing and trying to learn more, see and educate myself to other strategies, other tactics, etc. So anyway, we had a really long talk so far. Let's just get started. I want to show you my strategy, and I already told you it's going to be quotes or helping people grow and brand their business. So it's one or the other that they're going to get, and it's going to be more quotes and less promoting that, because that's kind of my service. I'm kind of selling it to you, whereas the other one is just a little piece of information every single day. So I have a designer. I'm lucky. I found a guy, and he became a friend, and he worked for me for free in the beginning on a non-profit that we started, but in the end, we canceled the non-profit. We quitted it because we didn't get enough volunteers to work the way we wanted to. And he followed me, and together we did that. So I let him design a lot of quote cards before I even knew what to do with it. And this is really perfect, because now I know what to do with it. Now I want to say, okay, I am going to post one quote card today, and that means that I have all these quote cards already, plus all these. And from these quote cards, I can create some valuable piece of content and inspire people, not just by posting the quote, but actually posting my perspective on the quote and how I interpreted it. So maybe it's useful for some other people as well. So let me make this one a little bit smaller, and we go there. So second thing I want to talk about is, why am I showing you this video? Why am I going through the process like this and not just showing you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it? Because I don't think it's interesting to see somebody post a picture on Instagram. Everybody knows how to post a picture on Instagram. I want you to understand the psychology behind it and the process. Once you know the process, you can do so much more with it and see how you can apply that in your business. The things I'm doing, you might do exactly the same thing, but your whole philosophy behind it is different, which creates a totally different outcome. It's like this saying there is, like, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach him how to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. Now, that's the same thing. I want to teach you guys how to fish. I want to show you guys what it takes to get somewhere and to grow an Instagram account, for example. And the cool thing is that I'm not special. I didn't have 1 million people following me on my Instagram account. I never paid attention to any of this. And now I'm starting. I'm starting on the same journey that you can start. So you can just follow along, do it with me, and try to get the results. Debate in the comments below the strategies you've got. Every now and then I'm going to make a video trying to give you some valuable content on how to grow the Instagram account. So I challenge you, if you see this video, then start out a new Instagram from scratch or change your Instagram account, get targeted, figure out what you want to do, how you want to give value to your people, and then let's grow it together. Let's make it a little competition. Let's see who can grow it faster. Let's see who can grow it better. If you use bots, you're cheating. If you're cheating, I think it will work in the number of followers you're going to get, but I want to look at how many people are interacting to me. How many revenue am I generating? I don't care about the numbers. I care about the revenue that I will make in the end once I build up this community on Instagram. So I'll pick a quote and I'll go back to, let me quickly pick here the quotes. By the way, if you guys want to use this program, let me know, because I can get you in, and they still offer deals. But the thing is that the way I'm doing it right now, it's really hard to schedule posts because you have to leave your computer open. You can add another $39 a month plan, and then you get 5 dedicated servers that will do these things. But I'm not sure if I want to invest my money in that right now, since I'm also starting up. So here we go. I'm going to pick a quote. Well, I don't really care. I'm just going to pick this one. Going to drag it there, and then I want to show you the process that I'm going through. I see the quote, I read the quote. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And now I have to give my own input in it, because my opinion matters. Everybody's opinion matters. Your opinion matters. Yes, you're never going to satisfy everybody with your perspective, but that doesn't matter. You want to attract the people that are interested in your perspective. If you want to be in business, if you want to be active, if you want to create content, your opinion matters. And the only people you're looking for is the people who align with your opinion. Now, that doesn't mean that your opinion is necessarily always right. Like, sometimes I'm wrong and I just say, okay, guys, sorry, I'm wrong. But in general, I'm super proud of my own opinion because I always have good intent. Everything I'm trying to do is always with an idea of doing good and creating something better long term, even though it might hurt some people in the short run. So it's like, and if you're not sure, just start out and try. You'll see nothing happens, because in the beginning, only 100, maybe 200 people will read it. And that's it. The world is full of 7 billion people. So I hope that gives you guys some encouragement for if you have failure or fear of putting yourself out there. Because in the end, it doesn't matter, especially when you start. Nobody almost will see what you're posting, and you will learn along the way. You're not going to be perfect today, neither are you going to be perfect tomorrow or next year. So what would I write here? The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So my idea about is that you can think all you want, but unless you take action, nothing will change. So I would write something along those lines. So let me write it and read it to you in a few seconds. So what I wrote is this: the biggest obstacle I see around me is fear. Fear of starting, fear of not knowing enough. Mostly this fear is covered up in excuses, justifications for why you shouldn't start yet. Whenever you recognize this fear, take a step back. Observe your fear and break it down into micro goals. Start by doing the simplest things on your list and then move on to the next one. When everything feels like it's too much for you to handle, you change your focus. Break everything down into little steps and feel the weight lift off your shoulders. You won't know enough when you start, but that's not a problem. Learning is a process, and the fastest way to learn for you is to get started. So what did I do here? Why did I write this piece of text? Well, the quote says something that's pretty obvious to everybody. So everybody understands the quote. But do they really understand it? Because if they would really understand it, they would also understand that they just have to let go of everything and just dive in and go. And you will see when you get there, or how you get there, or what you need to learn more, and which other things you will have to buy, or whatever things you have to do. In the end, doing is what matters. Ideas are fun and nice, but they're worthless without the right execution. I always share all my ideas with everybody. I never hold back on ideas because I think there's not enough people that are capable of actually operating and going through these ideas. Like, once you start, it's all nice. Once it goes well in the beginning, it's all nice. But then you're going to hit a bump in the road that is super hard, super extreme, and you feel super shitty. And then you need to have the guts to stand up and go again. And then you find another hole, and you've, like, in the end, failure is not bad. Failure is a good thing. Failure just means it's equal. Like, when you get a yes, it's a successful thing. When you get a no, it's a no. And you cannot always get a yes. Everybody understands that. So failure might feel really bad short term, but failure is just confirmation that you were either not ready, you had to prepare better, or this was not the right customer for you. So now we'll post this, and I already made the hashtags, so I'm just gonna put it. Please wait while your post is uploaded. I already used the hashtags, so I'm gonna add a first comment, copy paste the hashtags, press OK, and now it's posted. So now we're gonna check over here, and we get a new picture. The biggest fear, such a shame that Instagram doesn't allow for proper enters to make it more readable. So I have to check that for next time. But this is pretty clear, and I'm satisfied with this. I create it. Once I created it, I publish it. And once I publish it, I let go of everything else, because I don't want to be stuck thinking if my post was right, if I did that wrong, if I did that good, if I did that bad. Like, I just write it, I post it, and I don't worry about it anymore. I trust in myself that whatever it is that I'm writing is good. And yes, I'm going to have some mistakes, but I'd rather have one mistake in every single piece of text and promote myself in 20 different areas every single week than post myself only in one spot every 2 weeks, because I have to do everything perfect. Perfection in this scenario, in an age where we're living in the information age, there's so much information out there. So when you're too perfect about the quality of your product, when you're too perfect about, and I'm talking about the content you're creating, right? Like, this is nice. Like, the extra points, they don't have to be on a different place. Like, as long as the quality itself is good, if something around that is bad, it doesn't matter. It's for you to learn. Once you see it's bad, you actually learn it's bad. Your perspective, the way you perceive something to be good or bad, is always irrelevant. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what the customer thinks or the reader thinks. So the only way to know that, the only way to experience that, is to get the data from the reader, to see how many people like it, how many people comment on it, how many people are emailing you, how many people are messaging you on Facebook, how many results are you getting this way. That's what matters, not your opinion about how you or your content actually thinks, because often we are way too hard on ourselves. And yeah, that's a cool thing to end with. Give it a try, give it a shot, start your own account, let me know your account below, and we can follow it along. And maybe we can do an interview one day once you reach a certain milestone, and we can talk about the lessons you learned. I would love to do that. So thank you guys for watching this video, and if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe down below. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment down below and let me know if you have any questions regarding to Instagram. Maybe I can look for the answers. Maybe I have the answers. Maybe you have some tips for me to grow it faster. We can start a little debate over there. So yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.